agent Chad Gilbert for a property located at 13943 State Route 725, Germantown, Ohio, German Township, Montgomery County. Applicants are requesting to split 2.343 acres that contain the existing residential structure, a barn and shed in order to sell it. The owner currently uses the property as a rental property. Is no longer interested in the hassles that come along with rental property. As members of the Board of Zoning Appeals, it is our duty to review the case at public hearing and render a decision for or against the requested continued use based on the application, staff report, testimony, and evidence presented per this public hearing. All testimony during this hearing is required to be under oath. I'll ask at this time anyone wishing to provide testimony, please raise your right hand and for swearing in. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
When you will be asked to state your name and current address at the time you address the board, please wait until you're recognized by the chair before speaking. Everyone will be given an opportunity to voice his or her comments in an orderly fashion. So introducing the case, and we have a review of the staff.
The applicant is Burkhardt Engineering Company, agent for Chad Gilbert. Property address is 13943 State Route 725, Germantown, Ohio, 45327. The requested action is a conditional use lot split. Subject property is parcel ID D14-00713-0009, approximately 30.41 acres located in Section 9, Town 3, Range 4 East, zoned agricultural, German Township, Montgomery County, Ohio. This property is currently occupied and carries the address of 13943 State Route 725, Germantown, Ohio, 45327. Property frontage is on State Route 725. This property contains a total of 30.41 acres. There's currently an existing residence, barn, and shed on the property, as well as a second residential structure with an address on Shimp Road. The applicant is requesting to split off 2.343 acres of land that contains one residence, as well as a barn and shed with road frontage of 383.63 feet in order to sell it. The second residential structure will stay with the remaining 28.067 acres. There is no change being proposed for the remaining acreage as the owner plans to continue to farm it. In accordance with Article 4, Section 4040.03, the public notice was published in Germantown Press, June 29th, 2023, sent to local residents within 300 feet on June 21st, 2023. Application, survey, legal descriptions, plot plan, copy of deed, list of neighbors within 300 feet, and other pertinent information has all been submitted.
Testimony by the applicant or their agent. And state your name and address for the record, please.
Michael Naveen, Burkhardt Engineering, 28 North Cherry Street, Germantown, Ohio. Just reiterating what the staff report has said, it's the owner owns Roland Farms, intends to farm the area, doesn't really have any use for the residents on there, and is tired of the rental situation as it comes and goes, and would like to be able to sell the property. He intends to continue farming the remaining property as it currently sits. And anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
The remaining 28 acres, that has a residence on it as well, correct?
Yes.
So this 30.41 acres had 2 residents on it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the current, this might be pertinent, does the current tenant have any intention to buy that property?
I do not know any information about the tenant situation or any prospective buyers.
If I remember correctly, that it's been vacant.
Oh, it's vacant.
I believe so.
And the residents, they don't share like any wells or septic or anything like that. They're
No.
both completely
Completely separate.
separate.
On the other property, or on the other residents that's staying with the remaining 28 acres, they've recently gone through and constructed a new septic system on it, and the well and everything else that was already there. This was I believe, previously approved in 2005 or 2006. There's a survey on record at the county that Burkhardt Engineering had done. I wasn't at Burkhardt at the time, but it is on record. Yes, but the sale was never completed, so we needed, time had expired for any of those.
So that would mean that Montgomery County Planning doesn't have any objection to all that then?
After your approval, we have to go through Montgomery County Planning. Chad has already gone through the county health department and gotten that paperwork approved. The owner has. So, there's one more step after this, but I can't go to the next step until I have the township's approval presented.
Did you say it was timed out? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
There was in 2005 or 2006, there was a split to split off both residences as individual parcels. And that survey is on record at the county. And none of the sales from that approval happened. So their approvals have since lapsed.
We're just gonna leave the
Once
field.
they're approved, they only have a year to implement. If they don't,
Gotcha.
they have to reapply.
You don't know the plans of what the house that he's going to keep on that property?
I don't think he plans to do anything with it other than possibly rent it. If he would want to split it off, it takes more of his farmland to meet the minimum acreage to create a legal conforming lot in the township. So he doesn't want to lose any more farmland, so he didn't want to pursue that.
Questions?
All right, thank you. Just going through the motions, anybody that would like to speak in approval of the application, may so speak. Okay, anybody in opposition to the application may now so speak. Right. At that point, I just went out. My hearing aids just went.
Do we need to close the public hearing?
What's that?
Do you guys need an executive?
I don't think that's necessary to you. Okay, too, so, I'm gonna read the Article 4, Section 604 of our zoning resolution. Board of Zoning Appeals may not grant a conditional use unless specific findings are made to support the standards established in Article 4, Section 604 of the German Township zoning resolution. The staff report has addressed each of those standards. And so then at this point, is there anybody, board member or audience, that would like to ask additional questions pertaining to Section 40604? Do step forward, and obviously not. So I don't think we need an executive motion. Okay. Now we vote on the standards, right? So go ahead and ask us that.
Board shall not grant a conditional use unless it shall, in each specific case, make specific findings of fact directly based upon the particular evidence presented to it that supports the conclusions that A, the proposed conditional use will comply with all applicable regulations of this resolution, including lot size requirements, development standards, and use limitations. Pete Berger.
Yes.
Rachel Albert.
Yes.
Yes.
Adequate utility, drainage, and other such necessary facilities have been or will be provided. Pete Lurker.
Yes.
Rachel Albert.
Yes.
Marty Cox.
Yes.
Adequate access roads or entrance and exit drives will be provided and will be so designed as to prevent traffic hazards and to minimize traffic conflicts and congestion in public streets and alleys. Pete Lurker.
Yes.
Rachel Albert.
Yes.
Marty Cox.
Yes.
All necessary permits and license for the use and operation of the conditional use have been obtained, or evidence has been submitted that such permits are obtainable for the proposed conditional use on the subject property. Pete Lurker.
Yes.
Rachel Albert.
Yes.
Marty Cox.
Yes.
All exterior lights for artificial open-air illumination are so shaded as to avoid casting direct light upon any property located in a residential district. Pete Lurker.
Yes.
Albert.
Yes.
Marty Cox.
Yes.
The location and size of the conditional use, the nature and intensity of the operation involved or conducted in connection with it, the size of the site in relation to it, and the location of the site with respect to streets giving access to it shall be such that it will be in harmony with the appropriate and orderly development of the district in which it is located. Pete Lurker.
Yes.
Rachel Albert.
Yes.
Marty Cox.
Yes.
The location and nature and height of buildings and structures, walls and fences on the site, and the nature and extent of landscaping and screening on the site shall be such that use will not unreasonably hinder or discourage the appropriate development, use, and enjoyment of adjacent land, buildings, and structures. Pete Lurker.
Yes.
Rachel Albert.
Yes.
Marty Cox.
Yes.
The conditional use desired will not adversely affect the public health, safety, and morals. Pete Lurker.
Yes.
Rachel Albert.
Yes.
Marty Cox.
Yes.
Is there a motion to grant or deny case 2023-02 CU as presented or with any stipulations the board would choose to impose?
Motion to grant?
Second.
Okay, do a roll call on that.
All right. Pete Lurker.
Yes to grant.
Rachel Albert.
Yes to grant.
Marty Cox.
Yes to grant.
I think we need to read 13.
Nope. And you don't really want to appeal it, I'm assuming. So
Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Don't leave till we sign the paperwork.
Thank you for taking time out of your evening.
No problem.
listen, like these